Good morning, first grade scholars. I am Miss Snap, and I will be your virtual reading teacher for today. This is week 10 of our virtual learning lessons. Let's get started with our daily routines.
Okay, boys and girls, let's sing this song together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sit down and come together, together, together. Sit down and come together, together right now. It's time to practice sounds and blend them together. Let's practice our high frequency words and write them down. Good job!
This sound says E as in seed. What's the sound? Say the sound with me, E. Now say the sound on your own. Great. Now say the sound to someone in. This sound says O as in row. Row your boat. What's the sound? Good. Now say the sound with me. O. Now say the sound on your own. Great. Now take turns saying the sound to someone in your home. Good job. This sound says E as in party. What's the sound? Say the sound with me. E. Now say the sound on your own. Good. Now take turns saying the sound to someone in your home. Wonderful scholars. This sound says ooh as in pool. What's the sound? Now say the sound with me. Ooh. Good. Now say the sound on your own. Now say the sound with someone in your home. This sound says A as in May. The month of May is over. What's the sound? That's right. Now say the sound with me. A. Now say the sound on your own. Say the sound to someone in your home. Great job, scholars. Let's look at this word. First we have R, A-R. It makes R sound. Then we have the Y at the end of the word, which says E, as in long E. When we tap this word out, it sounds like this. R-T-E, party. When we blend the sounds together, it says party. You go ahead and try tapping it out. Great. Let's do it one more time together. R-T-E, party. Great job, scholars. This next word has the vowel team E-E, which makes the long E sound. And remember, we have CH at the beginning of the word, and it says ch. Let's sound this word out together. Ch-e-k, cheek. Yes, my cheek is soft. Good job, scholars. This next word has the double O vowel team in the middle, and it says ooh. Let's thumb tap this word out. Ood, food. When we blend the letters, it says food. Say the word with me, food. Now you thumb tap the word out. Great. Now say the word food again. Great job, scholars. This word has the double E vowel team in the middle that says E, as in the long E. Let's sound it out together. We're going to thumb tap. D-E-P, deep. Now you say the word with me, deep. Now I want you to thumb tap the word out on your own. Go ahead, say it loudly. Great job. Now let's say the word deep together. Deep. Great job, scholars. All right, scholars. Remember when we learned about two-syllable words? We can split them when it has a double P, for example, in this word. And then that makes the vowel a short vowel sound. So we have p, pup. And then at the end, we have the Y. So whenever we have a Y at the end of a two-syllable word, it makes a long E sound. So the end of this word is P-E. Let's thumb tap it out together. P-E, puppy. Say the word with me, puppy. Now you go ahead and thumb tap it out on your own. Great, puppy. Let's look at this last word. It has a double O vowel team in the middle, which says ooh. Let's thumb tap this word out. Noon. That's a funny word. Try thumb tapping this word out. Great. Let's say the word together. Noon. At 12 o'clock in the middle of the day is noon. Great job, scholars. Okay, first grade scholars, put on your thinking caps and your listening ears while I read the engagement text, Night Skies, to you. Listen carefully.
Okay, boys and girls, help me sing our transition song. Ready? Let's go. Gather round together, together, together. It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what you've learned. Great job.
Okay, first grade scholars, we have two learning targets that we want to look at right now. The first target says, I can retell the events from the story Night Skies. What does the word retell mean? Remember, we've talked about it before in previous lessons. That's right. It means to tell what you heard in the story. Our second learning target says, using evidence from the text, I can answer questions about the story Night Skies. What does the word evidence mean? Yes, it's something that we can prove is true. So when we look back into the text or the story, we can prove things are true based on what we have read. Now I need you to put on your thinking caps and your listening ears because I'm going to read the engagement text, Night Skies, to you. So pay attention so that you can answer the questions that follow. Okay, first grade scholars, remember, put on your thinking caps and your listening ears. I'm going to read the engagement text, Night Skies, to you. Remember, we have some questions that we will have to answer when I'm done reading. Have you ever looked up high in the night sky? If you have not, you should look up tonight. There is so much to see and it never looks the same. Some nights you will see bright stars shining all around. Other nights the stars hide behind fluffy puffs of clouds. It is hard to see the stars shine in cloudy skies. On some nights you might see a moon that looks like part of a pie. On other nights the moon looks like it has a crooked smile. On some nights the moon hides behind clouds passing by, or it peeks in and out all through the night. Have you ever tried to see the man in the moon? That only happens when the moon is full and bright. Sometimes you can even see the moon in daylight. On special nights, you might see the bright, colorful lights of fireworks and hear a pop. If you look hard, you will see the lights of a plane as it flies by. It is fun to follow the lights as they blink across the night sky. You never know what you will see as you look up high. If you are lucky, you might see a star shoot through the sky. The stars like to show off on a really dark night. Have you ever looked up high into the night sky? There is so much to see. Give it a try. What do you think you will see in the sky tonight? I hope you enjoyed this story. Now let's answer some questions. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story. Now let's answer a couple questions. What are some of the things you might see in the night sky? Remember, you have your thinking caps on, so think about the story that I read to you. That's right. Some things we might see in the night sky are the moon, stars, fireworks, and shooting stars. Did I hear a plane? Yes, we might also see a plane. Great job, scholars. Now, for our vocabulary, what does it mean to have a crooked smile? Okay, it's not straight. Remember, it could be straight, it's like this, but it could be crooked, meaning it has a little curve to it. What is another word for peak? Remember how in the story it said that the moon might peek in and out? What does that mean to you? Think about it. Yes, that's right. It means to look. Great job, scholars. You guys are wonderful.
Okay, boys and girls, help me sing our next transition song. Ready? Let's sing. Now it's time to learn how frequency works together. It's time to learn about words readers and writers use a lot. Great job.
First grade scholars, do you remember the transition song we just sang? Today we are going to learn to read some high frequency words. Some of these words don't play fair. That means that some of these words don't allow us to use the sounds that we have learned. When we learn a word that doesn't play fair, we just have to do what? That's right, we just have to remember that word. We have 3 new high-frequency words today. Listen carefully and repeat each word after me. I will give a sentence for each word. The first word is have. Have. We will have fun today. Our second word is through. That's right, say through. We will have to go through the tunnel. And our last word is sometimes. Sometimes high frequency words don't play fair. Sometimes. Let's take a look at our first high frequency word. The beginning sound of the word is th. The word begins with TH, which makes the th sound. The beginning of the word plays fair, so we are able to easily decode part of the word. The last letter of the word is H, and I hear a different sound when I say the word through. The end of the word does not play fair. The middle letters of the word are OU, but I hear OO. I don't hear a long O sound. That means this part of the word doesn't play fair. It's not easily decodable. When parts of a word don't play fair, there are letter sound connections we know and can use to help us figure it out. That way, when we see it again, we will remember it and be able to read it, even though it isn't easily decodable. Say the word through. Here's a sentence for you. We will go through the tunnel. Through. Here's our next word. The first letter, S, says its name. S. The next 3 letters, O-M-E, let's think about it. If we have a magic E in our CVC, it should make the O say its long vowel sound, O. But in this case, it doesn't. It says the short U. So this part of the word doesn't play fair. If we look at the second part of our word, which is a two-syllable word, the first letter, T, says its name. T. Then we have another CVC with a magic E, and it makes the I say its name, I. And the last letter of the word is S. It also says its name, S. So parts of this word play fair, and a part of this word doesn't play fair. So, does sometimes play fair? Think about it. Sometimes. Sometimes words do not play fair, so we have to remember them. Say the word with me, sometimes. Here's our last high frequency word for today. Our first letter is H. Then we have AVE, which is a CVC pattern with a magic E. Does the magic E make the A say its name, A? No, it does not. So therefore, this word does not play fair. This word is have. Have. Have you had breakfast today? Have. Here's your next learning target. I can read and understand the decodable text, night skies. This is Partner Search and Read. It's time for all of us to become detectives so we can I spy high-frequency words. You will need to work with a partner if you have one in your home. If not, you can complete this activity by yourself. However, you will need a pencil or crayon or highlighter so that you can circle or highlight the high-frequency words. Pause the video and come back when you have your materials. Detectives, let's I spy the first page together to see if we can find any high-frequency words. Remember, we are looking for these 3 words. However, if we see high-frequency words from previous lessons, we may circle those also. Listen to why I read the first page. Have you ever looked up high into the night sky? Which high-frequency word did you spy? Yes, I spied have also. If you did not spy this word, it may be because it begins with a capital letter and not a lowercase letter like this. But that's okay. Be on the lookout for words whether they begin with a lowercase letter or an uppercase letter. Pause your video now. Don't forget to work with a partner if you can to I spy the other high-frequency words in your decodable reader. When you're done, click back on the video so we can finish. It's activity time. It's time for you to show what you have learned today. You will need a pencil and a crayon or some colored pencils to complete Lesson 47 from your distance learning packet. Pause the video, collect your materials, and then when you have them all, click back on the play button so that you can continue your lesson. First grade scholars, now that you have Lesson 47 from your distance learning packet in front of you, please follow along as I read the directions. You will use the decodable reader to help you answer the questions about the story Night Skies. Write your own words in complete sentences. Then draw pictures in the boxes at the bottom or below to show what you might see in the night sky. Remember, you're going to use these boxes. But first, I want you to answer the questions. You have 3 questions. Make sure you answer them in complete sentences. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Go ahead and pause your video now. First grade scholars, it is reflection time. What did you do today that is helping you become a more proficient reader? Remember the sound drills and the practice words that we read? Remember the patterns. Do you also remember how I read the engagement text to you? Were you able to retell the story from the beginning to the middle to the end? Were you able to draw pictures during the activity to help explain some of the things that you might see in the night sky? Well, think about all these things. What did you do today that is helping you become a more proficient or better reader? Thank you for learning with me today, first grade scholars. I have enjoyed the last 10 weeks teaching you, and hopefully I will be able to teach you again. But until then, here are some reminders to help prepare you for second grade. Watch the alphabet chant video. Read your decodable readers over throughout the summer. Practice your high frequency words, at least 5 a day. Read 20 minutes and complete a reading log entry. Don't forget to practice your handwriting by writing the letters A through Z in lowercase and uppercase. Practice writing high frequency words, CVCE and CVC words, and practice writing short and simple sentences. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Until next time, goodbye.